Hello everyone, I'm Professor Lee of Dr. Wildlove TV. In today's part 3, I'll talk about various lifestyle methods that have been proven to restore energy and activate mitochondria, and how to choose the medicinal plant that is right for you among the 5 herbs started in part 1 and 2. Let's get started. Among the proven methods that activate mitochondria, increase ATP production, and increase the synthesis of new mitochondria, here are 6 methods that anyone can do in their daily lives. 1. Exercise. 2. Sleep. 3. Cold exposure. 4. Heat exposure, sauna therapy. 5. Light therapy. 6. Calorie restriction or intermittent fasting. I'll explain them one by one. Of these, make sure to exercise and sleep, and if there is a method that suits you among the remaining 4, please choose one and try it additionally. In addition to these 6, there are several other methods, but they are difficult to do easily in daily life, so I'll leave them out. Among exercises, 1. Choose one among fast walking, running, cycling, swimming, etc., and exercise until you are slightly out of breath. This is aerobic exercise. You can do this 4 to 5 times a week for 30 to 60 minutes per session. 2. If you are trained, you can do high-intensity interval training instead of aerobic exercise. Run or cycle so out of breath that you can hardly have a conversation for about 30 seconds, and then rest or move slowly for 1 to 2 minutes. You can do 5 to 10 sets a day, 3 times a week. It's good for busy people because the total exercise time is short. In addition, you can do strength training using body weight or equipment 3 to 4 times a week for 15 to 20 minutes per session. 2. Sleep. Sleep is the most important thing for mitochondrial activity as well as health and longevity, so I don't think I need to explain it. The more consistent the time you go to sleep and wake up, the better, and 7 to 9 hours a day is the appropriate amount of sleep. Regardless of gender or age, I hope you make it your life motto to not do anything at the expense of sleep. Of course, you should exclude cases where you have to sleep less, right? Be sure to exercise and sleep, and if you choose at least one method that suits you from the 4 methods I'm gonna tell you from now on, it'll be even better. Cold shower. When you take a warm shower, immediately change to cold water and take a shower for 2 to 5 minutes. Easy, right? You can do it daily or 3 to 4 times a week. From now on, when you shower, do not just use warm water and finish, but use warm water and then finish with cold water, right? 2. Cold baths. If you frequently use the bath house, after taking a warm bath, immediately immerse yourself in cold water at 10 to 15 minutes Celsius for 5 to 10 minutes. If 5 minutes is difficult, you can start with 2 to 3 minutes. Do this 1 to 3 times a week. Do you know the traditional longevity method of alternating hot and cold baths? This has a similar effect. In contrast to cold exposure, short-term exposure to heat also has a similar effect. The most common method is sauna therapy. Sit in a sauna at 65 to 90 degrees Celsius for 10 to 30 minutes and you are done. Do it 2 to 4 times a week. Start with 10 minutes at first and gradually increase the time to 30 minutes. If you find it difficult to do 30 minutes, do it for more than 10 minutes as long as you can. Among light therapies, natural light therapy is a method of exposing yourself to morning sunlight within 1 hour after waking up for 10 to 30 minutes every day. This will also improve your sleep-wake biorhythm. Or you can purchase a home red or near-infrared light therapy device emit wavelengths between 600 and 850 nanometers and expose your face, neck, and limbs for 10 to 20 minutes per session, 3 to 5 times a week. Lastly, calorie restriction or intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is a very popular method for longevity and anti-aging therapy because it has been reported to have the effect of autophagy, which will remove waste and aged cells that accumulate in the body as we age, as well as mitochondrial activity. It's especially recommended for those who are obese. Eat 2 meals within 8 hours of each day and fast for the remaining 16 hours, including sleep. For example, wake up in the morning and fast until 12 o'clock, eat lunch, have dinner before 8 o'clock, and then continue fasting, including sleep. Water, coffee, and tea are allowed during the fasting period, and green tea is preferable for a synergistic effect. Start by doing it once a week and gradually increase it to make it a daily habit. Or, it's a calorie restriction diet, commonly called a low-calorie diet. In the history of longevity and anti-aging research, it's the first method to be proven to be effective in maintaining health while keeping the body less aged even as you age. Reduce your usual calorie intake by 20 to 30%, eat a balanced diet with less carbohydrate, and eat plenty of vegetables, fruit that are rich in antioxidant nutrients and high-quality proteins. Of course, do this every day. From now on, I'll tell you how to choose the herb that's best for you among the 5 best herbs studied in Part 1 and 2. There are many people who continue to experience a vicious cycle of accumulated stress, sleep disorders, and research due to exhaustions. These people often visit clinic to receive prescriptions for sleeping pills and nutritional injections. It's good to receive professional clinic treatment, but it's also good to try something consistently at home first. Among herbal teas, ashwagandha is good. In addition to the effect of recharging energy, it also reduces stress hormone by 20%, reduces anxiety, and improves insomnia, making you wake up refreshed in the morning. If you don't have sleep disorders but have stress accumulation, research, and exhaustion, rhodiola rosea is good. If you suffer from chronic fatigue and have a decreased immunity, catch cold often, and recover slowly from a cold, astragalus or ashwagandha are good options as they also boost immunity. If you have metabolic disease such as diabetes, obesity, hyperlipidemia, fatty liver disease, or cardiovascular disease such as hyperlipidemia and angina, and you feel tired frequently even though your existing disease have not worsened, drinking green tea or ginseng can also improve the accompanying disease. If you have poor lung function due to chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, bronchitis, asthma, etc., and frequently feel tired, astragalus or rhodiola rosea are good. If you are currently battling cancer and have severe research and chronic fatigue, astragalus is good. If you are healthy but feel severe fatigue after excessive physical activity, ginseng or rhodiola rosea are good. If you feel that your endurance and exercise ability are not like before and are definitely decreasing and you are frequently tired, taking ginseng regularly will improve your condition. If you have fatigue with memory and concentration decline, green tea is good. Fatigue with rapid decline in sexual function, ashwagandha or ginseng are good. This concludes the third lecture. I hope you can make good use of what you have learned so far to revitalize your mitochondria and become more energetic and healthy. The world's best medicinal plant lecture, I will continue to lecture on herb for boosting immunity, herb for longevity, herb for each disease, etc. without stopping. There's only one thing you need to do, and that is to practice it consistently and make it a habit. You all know that what you have become a habit is what determines your health and happiness, right? You need to look back and see if you have such a good habit, and if you do, you need to create one more. Everyone be happy, and I'll see you again next time.